Producers, I have a very simple sampling technique for you. This one right here is going to take things to the next level for you. Some of y'all may be doing it, some of you may not, but this will help you. This will speed up your workflow when you're making a beat. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go. What's up, producers? It's me, and they call me Heat. I'm a music producer of over 15 years, and on my channel right here, I show producers how to make some of the best boom bap hip hop style beats. So in my years of making beats, I've went through many different ways of like making beats or just creating different workflows and different ways of just creating in general. This one here, when I'm messing with samples, this has always helped me speed up my flow, especially when I don't know what I want to do. Like when I'm making a beat, I know I want to make a beat, but I just don't know where I want to go with it. A lot of the time, I like to start with my drums. So that's what I did. So I created like a drum pattern here. Just a quick little loop right there, but I don't have a sample. I don't have anything that I want to use. I don't have an idea for anything. I just wanted to create a bounce. So I figured, let me show my fellow producers a way that I approach beat making when I'm messing with the sample, when I don't really have an idea. I create my drums and I just go through some different samples. Let me show you what I'm talking about though. So this way of creating is, you know, you create the groove, you get the groove kind of going. You don't have anything else. You just kind of get something going. You know, you get the vibe right. You set the mood. Then you go through and you find samples. You just find samples, but you're not just finding any sample. You want to find samples that now fit that groove. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up Serato sample, and I'm just going to pull out different samples that I already have. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the drum pattern until I find a sample that fits that drum pattern. I like that. Actually sounds like it might be pretty good. It's not even in time. That's the beauty of this way of creating. There's no specific way that you're going to create, because whatever hits first, that may be the way. This isn't even in time, but the way that it's playing with the drum pattern, it sounds like it works. That's one way to get it started. Now let me see if I have another sample. I'm just gonna throw something else in here. I don't know what I'm putting in here. I'm just messing with different samples to see which one fits this vibe or this groove. That almost worked too. Let's try a different area. Ooh, this is some Alchemist right here. The grungy, just bar spitting type samples may work. I don't feel that the drums fit that, but this right here, this actually works. That's super dope. That's a different way of creating. I don't have to adhere to like one loop, one piece. I can like literally listen to a lot of the record and see which section fits the best without even having to do a bunch of chopping. Do you hear that? That's That's what I'm talking about. Gets crazy. And I didn't even try to chop a specific part. Again, this is just finding things that work with the groove. Sounds like some Blue in Exile. Let me pitch it down a little bit. So I like that. That's a super dope technique right there. I didn't like go to the sample and be like, oh yeah, I want to chop that. I want that piece right there. No, this just fell into the groove. And this is how now you can make beats much faster this way, because you're already creating a groove. You're just throwing the sample on top of the beat now. Normally you'd probably chop the sample first. You'd have the idea first and then go add some drums behind it. But now, no. Start with some drums. I'm going to go just play some samples on top of the drum pattern and just see what falls into place. And that's simultaneously chopping, I guess. You know, when you think about it, again, you're not restricted to one specific loop that you found. It was just more so something that fell into place that just sounded good with what you already had. So I'm going to play back this loop and I'm going to do a different drum pattern just to kind of show you the same thing again, but with a different feel, different vibe. I like that so much. That came out really dope. That was super hard. So now, yeah, let me do a different drum pattern and then throw something else on there and show you the same kind of simple technique. So let's say we want to use like a drum loop. So I got the Primo style drum loop from my Boom Bap Kits Drum Legend drum loop pack. This is what it sounds like. It's already in time, so I'm going to put that on the mixer there. It's already set in the right tempo. It just matches, you know what I'm saying, whatever tempo I'm already set at. So let's rock with that. All right, now same thing. We didn't make, you know, a specific drum loop. We just found a drum loop, you know, so if you don't know how to make drum loops or whatever, cool. We can use just a random drum loop. So I'm going to play the drum loop like we do, you know, just to kind of keep that groove, follow that groove or to find that groove or that pocket. You know, that's what I like to use. I like to use what pocket. Pocket. That might be a dope sample just to kind of keep that Primo style going, because that's what the drum loop is kind of on, and this actually fits that. I like that. Let me get Serato sample back out, and then, of course, throw that right up in here. That fits that pocket. I like that, but let me give it a little volume, though, because you can't really hear it. If we could find another spot, like some other chops in there, that would be dope. And this would actually work. Now, this isn't like a new trick under the sun. This isn't new under the sun at all. This is something that a lot of producers probably already do. I'm just showing my fellow producers who don't do this, who don't know about this trick or this tip or this technique, where you can lay stuff out, you can lay your foundation out, and then just try different things. This isn't like painting where if you throw it on the wall, it's already stuck there. It's, you know, it takes a lot of work to get rid of it. It's a canvas that I can use. It's like a pencil. I can take it. If I don't like something, I can erase it off of there and then go back and add something different and then cover it up later with other things. So always start with quality sounds for one, you know, and then go from there. That way, you know, things will be good. You won't have to do too much extra work. You know, just start with quality sounds. Then you can start finding samples that just fall into the pocket, you know, of the drum pattern that you're using. So the first, you know, drum pattern I put together, I could have used a grimy sample. I could have used a chill sample. I could have used anything really. But for me, it just sounded more of like a soulful Ninth Wonder kind of vibe. So I didn't want to put hard samples over those drums. I wanted to put more something soft. With this right here, kind of the same thing. Primo style drums, so I wanted to go with more of a Primo style sample. To my fellow producers, I have a question. Did you already know about this technique? If not, did this help you? And do you have any other techniques that maybe our fellow producers can use to speed up their workflow? Let us know in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Let's have some conversation about the different techniques that everyone uses so that other producers can maybe pick up on some tricks of the trade that will help them along the way and just make them a better music producer. If you want to learn more from me and you want to talk to me personally, join in on the monthly Boom Bap Mastermind on Patreon. We'll be listening to beats, critiquing beats, helping producers put their beats together, mix and master them, teaching mixing techniques, things like that, teach you how to sell your music or your beats online, just teach you how to make more money as a music producer right from home. You know, we'll just have good conversation, 2 hours a month where you get to talk to me every month for 2 hours, and we really get to just break things down and really just grow, you know. Patreon.com/TheyCallMeHeat. Let's go. See you on the inside. All right. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I hope this inspires somebody to go create. I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Peace.